Hey, this is Life with Sean Renee here, back with another video. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. This video is about my biggest hater is my best friend. Let's watch the video.
Who's ready for a full story time from start to finish? We're going to go from the time we met until now, and the police are showing up at my door. So let's just start from the beginning, okay? So in the beginning, I started doing these TikTok live debates. I would host these debates and I would have people come up to the panel. She obviously was one of the people that came up. And I don't think we hit it off right away. I mean, I liked her, but we didn't hit it off right away. It wasn't until the next time she came on my live that we ended up bonding really well. And eventually she would just come on my live every day. And we would spend a lot of time on live. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how our friendship started, you know what I'm saying? Every time I went live, I knew that she would be right there. She would be on live with me all day, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of how our friendship started. And eventually I made her a moderator because obviously she's always on my account. So I made her a mod. And that's kind of where things started going. That's kind of when I started getting annoyed with her, because once I made her a mod, she basically acted like it was her live. She owned the live. And I believe in free speech, you know what I'm saying? As long as you're not calling somebody names, as long as you're not having insults, you know what I'm saying? You can talk, even if we disagree politically. I want everybody to have a fair chance of arguing. I want everybody to have a fair argument. And she would always, abuse her moderating powers. She would always mute people. She would always drop people. And I would tell her, don't do that. This is not how I like to run my life. And she would just get, she basically wanted to take over, it felt like. Because it's if I tell you not to do this and you keep doing it, that's disrespectful at that point. So she, I eventually had to drop her as a moderator because she would block people, even my friends, my liberal friends. She would block them, and then they're messaging me mad as hell. Your moderator just kicked me out. And I'm like, what the hell? So I would ask my mods, who the hell blocked them? And they would say, wasn't me. And I said, okay. I go back and look in the settings, and it turns out it was her. That happened on 2 different occasions. After the second time, I removed her as a moderator. So that was kind of annoying, because she was kind of coming into my life and not respecting the way that I wanted to have it. I wanted to have it to where I don't care what side you're on, no matter what you say, you have free speech. That's how I wanted to make it. No matter whether you're a liberal, Democrat, Republican, I wanted everybody to have free speech, right? And she just was not respecting that rule. And she made such a big deal about it. All my moderators, that I have, all my other moderators, they understood that. She did not understand that. And it was really frustrating me, because it's this is my life. And we got into a big fight about it, and I had to tell her, this is my life. You do not run this life. This is my life. If you can't, I run it how I run it, not the way you run it. And another problem with the TikTok lives that we did, we would get into these debates a lot. She wasn't really good at debating, to be honest with you. Her main thing was to go live, look pretty, but when it came to debating, she really was not good at debating. And she would, get into a lot of fights. But my thing is, once you start name calling and once you start going off on people, I can't really save you at that point. At that point, you kind of have to, if you can dish it out, you can take it. I can't be, if I'm the host, I can't be biased towards my friends and let my friends talk to people however they want. So, she got really upset about that because she felt like I wasn't sticking up for her. But I told her many times, the way you talk to people is crazy. And I can't keep defending you. You know what I'm saying? If you can dish it out, you better be able to take it. So she did not like that. And it became pretty toxic to the point to where, it started to become toxic because she would start fights with everybody in my life. So we would have, these live debates, and she would start fights with everybody. Literally. People that I was cool with, she always started a fight with her. Or she always started a fight with them. You know what I'm saying? And I would try to tell her to chill. And when I told her to chill, she would, go even more crazy. Okay. So, but let's put a pause in that. Okay. That's where I started having problems with her, was the way she was acting in these live debates. Now, when we met in October, I'm in Florida. This was around the time when the hurricane happened. I don't think it was Hurricane Helene. I think it was Hurricane Milton. Was that the second one? And we had to evacuate. So I wasn't really able to evacuate like as quickly as like we wanted to because I was struggling for cash. So the people that offered the help, the only problem with that was they didn't want a dog there. And I love my dog. Like if I'm not welcome there, my dog isn't welcome. So I didn't want to leave my dog behind while we evacuated. I wasn't going to do that. So we were trying to like raise money so we can evacuate because I didn't have money for hotels at that point. And she knew this. She gave me $5, which I'm thankful for, because I don't expect anybody to give me anything. We were having debates to raise money. So that's what we were doing. We were basically having like debate fundraisers. I even had like a cute costume to like, show a little skin, whatever. So we were basically trying to raise money so we can evacuate like with my dog. It was so weird because we were trying to raise money to like evacuate. And she would get into arguments and brag about how much money she has or her family has. And I just feel like if I'm trying to raise money so I can evacuate Florida, that's probably not the best time because everybody was saying like, well, why don't you help her if your family has so much money? So that kind of like got on my nerves because it's like, what I'm trying to do. And don't get me wrong, I don't expect my friends to help me out with anything. I never ask her for money at all. She voluntarily sent me $5. But anyway, we keep doing these live debates and, she gets into it with some girl. This is the first time she ever, like, kind of went off on me. And she basically was saying, like, how, I should have had her back more or I should have defended her more. Mind you, this is a day before the hurricane's supposed to hit. I'm not sitting here micromanaging or thinking about arguments in TikTok. And she said she thought it was messed up how I didn't defend her because she sent me money and stuff and she's helping me with money. And I'm like, you're really going to throw $5 in my face when me and we had to be out of here by the morning. And I'm stressed the hell out because I don't know how I'm going to evacuate at this point. You're really going to throw this over a stupid TikTok argument. It seemed like she wanted me to defend her like every single time. And that kind of like, at that point, I felt like I was gentle parenting her because I really didn't feel like arguing. I was just like, okay, you know what? I didn't mean to do that. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, my bad. Okay, so we get past that. And we just start doing these debates for a while. And eventually she says that, she wants to come down and see me. We got into a fight. And she was mad because, so she was getting into an argument with somebody on live. I basically told her to chill out and she was acting childish. She got super pissed off at me, left the live, and then she was blowing up my phone. And then she proceeded to come on live and wanted to throw the $5 that she gave me for the hurricane. She decided to throw that in my face again, saying how she was giving me money and stuff. And I said, I don't give a fuck about your $5. I sent it back to her. And this is all, like, I can prove all this. I have the receipts for this. I said, I don't give a fuck about the $5. And I sent it back. Okay. She then, she was going on a rampage that whole night. And, I said, that, and the fact that she, put my business out there, this was the first time she put my personal business out for, the internet to see. And I really should have cut her off then. And I was going to. I said, I can't keep doing this shit. And we got into it pretty bad that night. And I told her, I'm done. And she started crying, saying how she was sorry. She called me saying that she was sorry and how, she was just she was mad at the guys. Because I guess I didn't even hear them make fun of the way she looked, but I guess that's how she took it. But they were her friends, which is why it was so weird. Because everybody was laughing. And she, out of nowhere, got super mad at me. And, yeah. But then she was crying and she was saying how she's sorry and how she doesn't mean it. Because she basically went off on me on a misunderstanding. And I don't really remember what the misunderstanding was, but I told her, when this dude came in and he was disrespecting her, I got rid of him. For some reason, oh, okay, that's what happened. Some dude comes in, he gets disrespectful with her, I remove him, but then she was still so mad, she just ended up taking it out on me. But yeah, she started crying anyway. She said she said that, you know, she's so sorry. And I told her, I said, yo, if shit like this happens again, like, I'm done. I'm not gonna keep, like, this, it's getting toxic at this point. So we decided to stay being friends. Okay, and then we started battling, like live battling for money. And that's where I really started to get the idea that she was gonna be a jealous friend. That she was pretty jealous.
That's crazy. And we even get to the part where she stole her dog. I mean, is it even she stole her dog? I think she did steal her dog. Because she was jealous of her. If I find part 2, I most definitely will upload. And we'll talk about it. You know we will. Now, if you like this video, you know what to do. Comment below what you think. And this is Life with Shauna Renee, and I'm out. Bye!